So the question we got to ask is it hazing? Because we got to get the elephant in the room taken care of. Is it pointlessly demeaning? Or is it putting you in danger? If it is putting you in danger, stop. Immediately stop and report it, because no journeyman or no instructor, no boot camp sergeant or drill sergeant or whatever you want to call them in the different branches should ever knowingly put you in danger. They don't do it. They are responsible for your health and well-being. So if it puts you in danger, you can ask them about it first, because they missed something when they were setting up the assignment, or you aren't understanding, because they will not knowingly put you in danger. If you bring up the validity of this is putting me in danger, they will not have you do it. Okay, so let's get the danger out of the way. If it's putting you in danger, that's a given. You stop. Now, is it pointlessly demeaning? This is kind of hard, because what's pointlessly demeaning to you may not be the same as what is pointlessly demeaning to me. We are at a point, it's one of the reasons the Fallible Man exists, is we are at a point in our society where people are a little more thin-skinned. Another way, or a better way to say that, might be that they tend to wear their feelings on the sleeves a little more than previous generations and previous groups. Now, let me put this caveat before someone freaks out. There are exceptions to every rule. Okay, I know some outstanding younger people who fall into Generation Y and the millennials. And despite what some idiots think, there is a difference. I know I married a Generation Y girl, not a millennial. Big, big difference. But there are some from every generation who are tough as nails and have thick skin, and not a deal. There are also some from every generation who wear their feelings on their sleeves, and all you got to do is look at them wrong, and they cry and make a huge deal about it, and it's okay, guys. We got to come somewhere in the middle of all that. Excuse me. I'm not telling you guys to be cold-hearted, but if you are easily offended, I am going to say, toughen up a little bit. Develop some thick skin. The world is not a nice place. People are not required to be nice to you. No one is required to give a crap. So toughen up, and you will actually do better in life. Okay, I'm not saying be callous and cold to the world. Toughen up a little bit, and you will do better in life. Now, as we're talking about this, about is it pointlessly demeaning? One of the traits that is most picked upon on men, when you hear the word toxic masculinity, when you hear people use that term and assault men with that idea, and yes, that's an assault on men, is the fact that men joke pretty callously and pretty flippantly. My good friend, his dad cracks me up. He's definitely falls into what was the old movie, Grumpy Old Men. Hey, comment down below if you ever saw Grumpy Old Men. All right, it was an awesome movie. Comment down below if you ever saw Grumpy Old Men. If you haven't, you need to check it out. It's hilarious. But he is in that category. Now, he refers to his son as numbnuts. Some people will be highly offended by that. When he finally accepted me as a true friend of his son's, okay, we're in our 40s. So this is not like when we were kids. We're in our 40s. This was a couple of years ago. I was in my late 30s. And my friend's dad finally accepted that I am a true friend to his son and actually care about him. I know this because when I ran into him one night He was like, hey, numbnuts 2, get over here. For him, that was affection. Okay? Guys are historically prone to just teasing mercilessly their friends. If they don't tease you, the fact is, that's how you know they don't like you. If they don't give you a hard time, if they don't mess with you, if they don't tease you, they don't like you. It's a lot like the whole kindergarten thing we talked about in episode 5, where little boys pick on little girls, and it's because they like them. It's the same thing. If we like you, we're going to give you a load of crap. We're going to mess with you. It's how we're wired. And I'm not apologizing for it. I'm not ever going to apologize for it. You know what? It has worked for thousands of years, and we're still here and doing fine, guys. So, is it pointlessly demeaning? The only way you'll really be able to check that box is this. If they observe that it really upsets you, and they continue to do it, then you might get into that hazing idea. If they observe that it doesn't truly upset you, but it gets a rise out of you, actually is probably their way of including you and making you part of the guys. I know it sounds stupid for some of you who are in touch with your feelings. For some of you more millennial young men, this seems like a violation of safe spaces or something stupid, but it's not. People are getting so confused these days because someone came along and said, this is men not liking you, which is wrong. This is men being men and liking you. If they don't like you, seriously, they'll just leave you alone.
What's happening, guys? My name is Brent, and I am the Fallible Man. This has been a clip from one of our podcasts. Hey, if you enjoyed the clip, go over to our YouTube channel and check out the full video podcast available exclusively on YouTube. And if you're more of an audio guy, hey, our podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, TuneIn, and I think pretty much everywhere else you want to listen. Thanks for hanging out with us, and I hope you enjoyed the clip.